Hi friends, this is Girish Ranade, and today I am going to talk about my close encounter with the actor Shivaji Satam, the CID, the Pradyuman Singh. By the way, I got married in 1994, but by 1996, till 1996, I was still, struggling doing odd jobs as a production manager, as a freelancer. By 1996, one of my known producers, Mr. S. Ramanathan, who made very famous films like Bombay to Goa, Mahan, Sabse Bada Rupaiya and all that. He started a film in 1996 called Zamanat with Amitabh Bachchan. Actually, Ramanathan ji had made this film Ganga Jamna Saraswati late 1988-89, and he made a big loss in that film. So to make up for those losses, he started this film Zamanat. Now, we were operating from a very small office in Rose Apartments in Juhu. And we subsequently signed Karishma Kapoor, Arshad Warsi and Vijay Shanti from the south. And there was one very small but important role of a police commissioner, which Ramanathan ji was very keen to, give it to Pran Saab, the legendary actor. So once we were going by cab to Pran Saab's house in Bandra, and while going on the way, I told Ramanathan ji, I said, "Sir, why are you casting this old actor Pran Saab?" So he said, he's such a famous actor. I said, "Sir, he has done so many films. You should try a new actor now." So he said, "Do you have anybody in mind?" So fortunately, I had seen Shivaji Satam's photographs 2 days back, and I used to love this actor because he used to act in one series, crime series called Ek Shunya Shunya in Doordarshan. So I suggested to him Shivaji Satam's name. Anyway, we got down at Pran Saab's house. We had a meeting with Pran Saab, but Pran Saab was getting old. He told Ramanathan ji, "I want to shoot in Bombay, and I got a staff," and his fees were also very high, So when Ramanathan ji came down, I was sitting in the cab. He said, Pran Saab is asking for too much money. So I said, "What's the next thing? Why don't you try Shivaji Saab?" He said, No, let me first talk to this actor, Vikram Gokhale. So we went to Vikram Gokhale's house. Vikram Gokhale frankly, refused the role. He said, "Sirji, I don't want to do this police commissioner's role, or otherwise I will be typecast." So the next day, I again pursued Ramanathan ji. He said, "Okay, you call this Shivaji Satam." He used to call him Satam. These South people, instead of Satam, they used to call him Satam. So I had told Ramanathan ji that I will get you Shivaji Satam, but I didn't know where Shivaji Satam lives. I had never talked to him. I didn't know him at all. But I had a group of friends who used to, that time, they used to hang around Dinanath Mangeshkar Natyagruha in Vilepalli East, all Marathi actors. So I went there in the evening and I told them, that I am looking for Shivaji Saab's number. So they said, that Ramdas Jadhav, there's one guy called Ramdas Jadhav who knows Shivaji Saab well. He might come there. There was a watering hole in Hanuman Road, Shivlila Bar and Restaurant. So all the Marathi actors used to come and drink there in the night, So I used to also go there sometime. So I went there around 10:30, 11. Fortunately, I met Ramdas Jadhav, and Ramdas gave me Shivaji Saab's number. So believe me or not, at 11:45 in the night, I called up Shivaji Saab from that Shivlila Bar. And I told him, I gave him a big spiel, that this is a film of Amitabh Bachchan and you are having a police commissioner's role and all that. So Shivaji Saab was quite excited, and I said, "Sir, can you come tomorrow for the meeting?" So he said, "Tomorrow I have a job." I said, because Shivaji Saab was that time working for Central Bank, So after that, he agreed, and the next day we had a meeting of Shivaji Saab and Ramanathan ji at his Rose Apartments, and it went on very nicely, and Ramanathan ji signed Shivaji Saab for some 4 lakh rupees. So Shivaji Sahib was quite excited and he gave him cash of 50,000 rupees, you know. So Shivaji Sahib was very happy. I came down with him. I dropped him in the taxi. And then we went to Madras. That time it was called Madras, now it is called Chennai. And the Murat of Zamanat was done in a very lavish way. We both, Shivaji and me, traveled by the same flight to Madras. Shivaji Sahib did a small scene with Bachchan Sahib also in Madras. After we came back, you know, Shivaji Sahib casually asked me, Girish, now what do you do exactly nowadays? I said, sir, I am doing different kinds of jobs. So he said, why will you join me as a secretary, because I am having 5-6 films and I can't handle the dates. I said, Shivaji Sahib, I have never been a secretary. I've been in the production department, but I will try. So I started with Shivaji Sahib in 1996, and thereafter, you know, I started working with him at 12% commission. I formed my own company, the Fame Game Entertainment. I used to operate from my house. And subsequently, in years to come, I mean, in 1 year or so, Mahesh Manjrekar came in our life and he started the film Nidan. After Nidan, he started Vastav. Vastav became a super duper hit film. And because of Vastav, Shivaji Sahib started getting a lot of work. He left the job also. Then Shivaji Sahib had a very good relation with Partho Ghosh, who was also doing very well. Nana Patekar was doing very well that time. So most of the films we did with Nana and Mahesh, and Shivaji Sahib became too busy. And, you know, I think 1 year later, Pradeep Uppur and BP Singh, who had made this Ek Shunnya Shunnya earlier, they approached Shivaji for a crime series called CID. And CID, our first meeting took place in Mud Island. And after the meeting was done, you know, CID was launched. In the beginning, it didn't do all that well, but subsequently, it became a super hit. And, you know, it used to appear, I think, 5 days a week. And Shivaji Sahib became very famous as Pradyuman Singh. His dialogue Darwaza Tod Do, that became very famous. So because of Shivaji Sahib, I got to have an office on rent. Subsequently, I had more actors like Suhasini Mule, Samir Dharmadhikari, Upendra Limaye, and Sonali Kulkarni and all that. I started doing well. And I think at that time, around 2002 or 3, just the commission from Shivaji Sahib used to be 40 to 50,000 rupees, apart from his other films. So, you know, Shivaji Sahib started doing very well. I started doing very well. And you will not believe Shivaji Sahib as a human being, he was such a nice person. When my son Yashraj wanted to, I mean, he was a part of the Chandrakant Pandit Cricket Academy, and Shivaji Sahib came for the chief guest function over there. You know, then for the Munj of Yashraj, he was there the whole day, and he bunked the shooting of CID for that. And after a little while, you know, after I think 2-3 years, unfortunately, Shivaji Sahab's wife died of breast cancer. So that was a big jolt to him. But he came out of it, and, you know, he took it in his stride. But later on, Shivaji Sahib and me parted ways amicably because, you know, things were going on very smoothly, and Shivaji Sahib was actually shooting for 25 to 28 days in a month. I had nothing much to do about his work. So Shivaji Sahib wrote me a very nice letter that we have to end this arrangement between us, and I also, you know, appreciated that. So but even today, you know, I think our work ended in 2009 or 10, and till even today we are having the best of the relations. We meet very often. Shivaji Sahib has 2 sons. One of his son, Abhijit, he is a very good actor, but he doesn't like to act. He is a producer of ad films. He's a producer of Marathi films and he produces Marathi plays also. His other son Anirudh, he is based in UK and he is into VFX, and both are married now, and Shivaji Saab is now grandfather too. So Shivaji Saab is at one time, you would not believe, Shivaji Saab used to smoke close to 60 to 70 cigarettes a day. But now, since last 5-6 years, he has completely stopped smoking absolutely. And Shivaji Saab now is cut down on his work. He is nearly 72 now. He's cut down on his work now, and he's having a very nice life with his grandson. But what I want to convey through this video is that my life, my destiny completely changed when Shivaji Saab came into my life, and because of him, I am whatever I am today.